Good morning, guys. We're getting ready to go out on the e-bike. We're on the Cyclomatic. This is our first e-bike we had. It's still a great e-bike. I really like riding this a lot, so we ride it quite often. But today we're going to talk a little bit about summertime, different hours, you know, the daylight. Like right now, it's about 7 o'clock. It's pretty daylight out, and I like to go out. It's about 74 degrees out here, which is great time to go ride on it. So we're going to follow along. We're going to talk a little bit and just see what we come up with. A little bit about summertime and vacations and anything else I can think of. All right, off we go. Yeah, it's beautiful out this morning. Like I said, it's about 74 degrees. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, the sun is low in the sky. It's been up for a while now. I think the sun's rising about, it's probably around 6:15, somewhere in there, that the sun's actually starting to come up and it's beginning to get daylight. Riding along here, you know, this nice little breeze, just riding the bike there, feels great, you know, love it. But I thought today we'd talk a little bit about summertime. I'm ready to talk a little about some vacations and just go for a nice ride here. Enjoy the morning. I ride in this time of year almost every morning. Winter time I have to wait till later because now I'm not a winter person. I don't like it cold. I like it warm. Now yesterday we peaked 99 degrees, but that was just for a minute or two. Then it comes right back down again. But I'd say we averaged around 96, 97 yesterday. Don't mind that in a bit. Humidity, this is Florida. We have a lot of humidity in the summertime. Again, that doesn't bother me. Some people don't like that, you know, some people, and I don't blame them. If they don't like it, you don't like it. It's just like, I cannot stand the cold winter temperatures. For me, anything under 70 degrees, it's starting to get cold. So we're just above the cold area for me. Other people will like 50s and 60s and they enjoy that. It's just not my blood. And actually, your blood does thin down when you live in a southern climate. And I've been here now just past 26 years. I lived here in Florida and I absolutely love it. A lot of people said you won't like it, it'll be too hot, but they didn't know me. I love it. I wouldn't want to live anyplace else. But this is July 9th when I'm recording this. It's, cars go flying by you. I consider by the time you hit July 4th, pretty much halfway through the summer months. And especially up north. Up north, like I came from Ohio, because of a big old truck, it's gonna be loud. Yeah, so up in Ohio, you only get, I always say you're lucky to have 3 months of decent weather where it stays above 70s. In fact, even in the morning times, it gets down lower now. I mean, they'll go down to the 50s and once in a while in the 40s in the middle of the summer, but I hate that. We get that way in the winter time, which I don't like, but it's sure better than what they get up there. So I always considered when I lived up in Ohio, at this point, summer's a good half over. You have the rest of July and August, September, it starts to get cool up north. In October, it gets pretty chilly. But that's what I feel about it. That's why I moved out of Ohio. I never liked it. And everybody knows that. If you've listened to me, you know I don't really like Ohio. I was born there. Born and raised there all my life till 26 years ago, and I came down here. So it's really, really different on it. Florida's just the best. If you like it, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's okay. So anyways, I thought maybe we talk a little bit since it's summer months and a lot of people take their vacations in the summers, especially around July in that area. And a lot of companies actually close down and give the entire crew the vacation at the same time. Other people choose when they want their vacations and they put in for it. And a lot of them want to go traveling. You can do vacation a lot of different ways. You can have what we call a stay vacation. You can just stay at home. Now I'm gonna have a little more traffic noise here because I'm along the speedway. It's gonna go all the way up the bike path, but since the truck noises and stuff, car noises, I'll want to turn up here and get away from the traffic a little bit. So I don't like to apologize for everything, but I do apologize for the traffic noise. I wait on this truck. He's going to be pulling out there trying to get around him. I think he's going to go. One of those trucks that has one of those things on the back that they can, you have to kind of push when the traffic can go through it. Normally I give them a break and wait, but we'll go on by. Anyway, so that's, they deliver themselves. They unload themselves. That truck's what I was trying to say. But yeah, vacations, most of my life I was self-employed. So if I got a vacation or took a vacation, it wasn't paid or nothing, you know, it was just time off. You didn't get paid nothing at it. So I did take a lot of vacations, but there's many years that I didn't take any. I couldn't afford it, you know. But a lot of people, they're lucky they get, you know, so many days off per year and it's paid, and it's like, how nice that is. Well, I guess that's one of the disadvantages of being self-employed. Another bicyclist coming along here. Let's see if he'll say hi. Good morning, how you doing? A nice guy, he said hi. I do that a lot. I try to say, just see if they'll say hi. A lot of them don't, some of them do, so. But anyways, so vacation time in this area where I live in is vacation capital. I mean, we lived outside of Daytona Beach, but gosh, Daytona's a great place to vacation. There's a beach down here. You can go over to the parks, you know. We've got Disney World, and we've got Universal Studios, and we've got there's that Legoland on it, and SeaWorld, and they flock down here, and they spend a lot of money down here on vacations. So vacation is a high dollar industry, and a lot of people do spend a lot of money on vacations. And when I was younger, I never had high paying jobs. I don't know why. I guess they didn't think I was worth it. I don't know. Whatever, I think I was. So the way I would take vacations is one thing I really enjoyed. Now we're gonna get off the main road. We'll cut our traffic noise down a little bit here. I used to work at a dirt racetrack on Saturday nights, and I loved it. That was more of fun than it was anything else, but I got paid for it. And my wife that time, she got paid for it. And so what we would do is all the money we made every week from the racetrack, we'd save that. That was vacation money. This way we had some money to take a nice little vacation, and took a lot of good vacations that way. You know, I saved up for it. That's what you do when you're self-employed. You save back if you want to do something else. And one of my favorite places was Ocean City, Maryland. I loved Ocean City, Maryland. It had a great beach. They had tractors, and it would clean that beach all the time. I mean, the beach was pretty much spotless. Probably one of the nicest beaches I've ever been to, including I even got a chance to go to Hawaii one time. Spent 2 weeks in Hawaii by saving my money up. And the Ocean City beaches, I think, is much better than Waikiki Beach in Honolulu, in my opinion. In fact, there's a lot of places I think are better than Hawaii. It's cool, but there's other places I found better. Key West, I like Key West better than Hawaii. I'll take that vacation any day. So I did get a chance to get around and spend my money. A little story, we used to stay at a condo out at Ocean City, Maryland. And when you went to the beach a lot, and you go, they didn't have safes in the rooms, but what am I going to do with my money and all my stuff while I'm out at the beach? I didn't want to you get in the water, you can't take it out there. You don't want to lay on the beach. So the ceilings in these, it was a condo, were like a drop ceiling. And so every year when I'd go out there and want to go to the beach, I'd put all my valuables up in the drop ceiling. Now, I'm sure anybody could have figured it out, but nobody should have been in your room, but maybe a maid. But so one year I went up there and I got the ceiling up there and reached up in there and I found something in the ceiling. And it was a wad of money. Somebody else had the same idea. And they left it there. And so I grabbed it. It was like 300 bucks on it. Now as I've gotten older, maybe I should have turned that into the hotel. But I was young there, and you know how it is when you're young, you don't have the same responsibilities and think. I just counted that the Lord blessed me with this extra funds so we could have an extra good vacation that year. And because back then, that was about all we had to go on vacation. We had about 300 bucks. And we did a nice vacation on 300 bucks. And so that year, had an extra good vacation. Got to go out to the restaurant an extra time and did a few extra things I normally get to do. And I praise the Lord for providing that for me. But yeah, that was good. And I've done vacations on motorcycles. I've rode several times motorcycles all the way across from Ohio, Pennsylvania, and all the way out to the West Coast. I've been to Ocean City, Maryland. I've been to Rehoboth Beach, Maryland. I've been down to the where you take the tunnel on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel down to Virginia Beach. Rode all the way up through West Virginia in the rain. So I got a chance to take some nice vacations. I remember taking a motorcycle one year to Wildwoods, New Jersey. That was a great, man, great boardwalks there. It was hot. Now, back then the heat bothered me more because I lived in that cold climate. Building a new building over there, that's for airplanes to go in. But anyways, the cold bothered me a lot more. The heat bothered me a lot more. The cold did too. And so it was so hot. I go, oh man, riding that motorcycle, and it was topping close to 100 degrees out, and it's like that's just a lot of ride and a lot of heat. And so I decided, okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait till there. I just heard some metal fell over there. I'm going to wait. There's another one till evening when it starts to cool down and head out. So waited, I think about 5 o'clock or so. And started out on the road there, and it's like, okay, I'll drive all night, go back home that way. It'll be a little cooler than driving during the day. Started across, and I don't know if any of you guys ever went across the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Oh my gosh, whatever. They charge you to go through that, and the roads are terrible. It's always working on it. It's rough. It's terrible. We got stupid mountains to go through, and I started through there, and I'm going along, and it's still pretty hot out. And I will say, good morning, how you doing? He did say hi. Good for him. I got all worked up, went through some construction area, blinking lights, I couldn't see. There goes a hot rod. Decided, okay, I gotta stop. I stopped, and I got a motel room. And well, maybe this wasn't as good idea as I thought, so went in a motel room, took a shower, tried to sleep. I couldn't sleep. Got cooled down, got settled in. And I said, well, I got to get back out. I'm just sitting here in the motel room for nothing. So hopped back on the motorcycle, and the way I went, all the way across the Pennsylvania Turnpike from New Jersey, and got home later that morning, and I parked the bike and went to bed. Got home. So another thing I wanted to touch on is like our vacations all that great. As I got older, I don't think they are, my own personal opinion, but you spend a lot of money, a lot of time, you get very tired. When you get home, a lot of times you're just completely wore out. Plus now you've spent all this money to go on this great vacation to have fun, but you're exhausted. So as I got older, I less and less found a vacation as desirable as I used to when I was younger. And so nowadays I couldn't care less because I'm retired. I guess every day is like a vacation. Seems like there's always work to do, but seems like there's more work now than there ever was. But anyways, I just don't care. I'm happy to be at home. I talk to Cooking with Rick a lot, and he's happy at home. He really hasn't traveled or nothing. He just never did. He likes to be at home. I've gotten where I just about enjoy being home. And the biggest thing in my life is having people be nice to me, not cut me down for everything. That's important. As you get older, it seems like you should have a lot more respect, but talk to another guy that way and says you just don't get the respect that older people should get. And I like to believe I always treated older people with respect because they were older and they deserve respect. But that's changed a lot. I talked, like I said, another guy, we was out on e-bikes a few days ago and we were talking about things, and he was the same age, he was 1 year older than me, and he said that was the thing that he was so surprised about as he got older, how little respect he had from the younger people. I think there was some of it in our earlier days that maybe we didn't want as respectful. I know I wasn't as respectful as I should have been. But in today's world, it just seems like there is no respect for, now this is not counting everybody, but a lot of them just don't give you the respect as an older person. And it's sad. You know, I believe the Bible talks about that, you know, in the later days, that's the way it'll be. People won't respect each other. They'll be, what does it say, puffed up and conceited and think of themselves. And it seems like that's the way it seems to go right now. I don't know, I didn't mean to get off on that subject, but I just kind of came up in my chat here. I hope you guys enjoy some of these chats as I write along the stories that I have on it. I watch another guy that does this, and I kind of enjoy listening to his stories, the different things he's went through on it, you know. And so again, traveling in summertime, you know, it's like we had a road trip camper, and I enjoyed it at first a little bit. As the longer I had it, it was a lot of work. Getting it ready, make sure there's water and making sure everything's working right. And then a lot of times we wouldn't go very far, but I flew model airplanes. We'd take it down to the model airplane field, and you had all the conveniences of it. But one morning, coming back home, the tire, all of a sudden, I felt this bad vibration, and wham! It blew a tire out. Wasn't very far from the house. Man, you don't want to blow a tire out on really any vehicle. But this had propane and everything. It took the propane lines out. It took the fender wells, completely ripped them off like somebody took a big, I don't know what, big thing and ripped them out. And here I am, I get off side of the road, and propane can smell it. You know, I told Sue, get out, get away, get out, get as fast as you can, get away from this thing. There's gas. You didn't know if it was going to explode, you know, or what it was going to do. And so then I knew I had a spare, but the gas is what was bothering me. And it's not easy to change a tire for an older person alongside the road, because they're big, heavy tires, you know, 16-inch tires, something like that. And so I'm sitting there, and the gas started, instead of rushing so hard, there was just a little gas, but there's still fumes. And then you think about a spark, and boomski, and everything blows up. But so when I told Sue to keep back, and she did, and we started changing the tire, and I did, got it pumped up, got it up off the ground there, and started getting lug nuts loose. Well, a police came by, highway patrol, a real nice guy, very nice guy. Kudos off to him. He actually helped me out. He grabbed a hold and helped me change that tire, you know. And the nice thing was he pulled with the lights on. I got a little more protection. I was well off the road, but you know, People drive like they're crazy. They're total. Not just in Florida, but everywhere. And they don't have no respect. Again, there's that respect coming back in. We got it off and got it changed, you know, and it was only a couple miles up the road to home. Got it bad, but what a mess that was. But then again, there's another vacation travel of the things that can go wrong, and I watch a lot of YouTubers and they have things go wrong, you know. Some, they break down, and if that's your vacation, what a vacation that is. You know, that's not really so fun. So that's just some of the things that can go on during a summer vacation. I love summertime, always did. Here, our summer, I figure we have about 2 bad months a year. So we got 10 months of beautiful weather in Florida, and 2 bad months, like usually it kind of stretches between the end of December through January and the first part of February, and then it starts to get nice again. So I do love living in Florida, and I do love the summer. I don't mind the summer heat. Use that. People that live up north and you love the cold, I'm glad you do. Somebody's got to live there. It's just not going to be me. So anyways, this is our little story that we're taking now. We're out riding. We're on the north side of the airport right now. We're going to finish our ride out, but I thought I'd share a little bit of that with you. I hope it was some interest. If you do, hey, hit the like. It helps. Just off the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the... share it out with other people. I'd like to see our channel grow. It hasn't been growing as much as it should. This time of year, everything's down, your income's down. It makes it hard to continue, but with your support, we can do that. We thought about not doing the channel anymore because of the low income that you make from it, but with everybody's help and sharing out and get this growing again where we can actually make it worthwhile. That's the whole thing. Don't want to be a fortune, just want to make enough money that it's worth my time, you know. Right now we're like pennies per hour is all we make. So anyway, guys, and that's enough of me complaining about that, but we're an Amazon affiliate. There's a link in every chat. If you go to buy something from Amazon, click on that, go do your purchase. Costs you nothing, requires nothing from you, but does help out the channel a little bit. We do appreciate that. So guys, we'll see you the next time. We're going to finish our ride up. Hope you have a great day. This is a beautiful first part of July day in Florida. See you guys later.